Now, online exams can be a real stress. I've just taken a break outside because sometimes from the screen we need to just take some pauses outside and just get that fresh air, even if it's just looking out of a window. If you don't have the luxury of a garden or you live in a flat, you might have some plants you can look at, because online exams can be stressful for us all. And I know, and my hair knows, that especially when you've also got accessibility needs, whether it be dyslexia, dyspraxia like me, or other special needs and requirements, it's really hard. Now, anyone who's done online exams, which you probably have if you've been studying at all in lockdown, with all the proctors and trying to get on, honestly, with my brain, trying to log on to exams is more anxiety provoking and stressful trying to get there than the actual exam itself, and it totally throws you. Bring back the old school halls where you just get the nerves in your belly, but you've got that team spirit of everyone else being nervous as well around you. So in order to stress less, and this is a note to myself today, when you feel like everything's like, the best thing I've tried today is breathing, deep breathing, those yogic breaths through your nose and out through your nose, or even focusing on belly breaths, just breathing. Taking pauses if you're allowed, obviously before and after the exam, but if you are allowed during. But also having that calm time, so no matter what happens, we can take control of being grounded and breathing. It doesn't mean that we're perfect and that I didn't cry this morning trying to log on, but what it does mean is that I then can take back that control rather than letting it all ruin everything and go into that downward spiral. We can all be triggered in terms of stress with a number of different things, whether it be the online exams, or it be someone saying something, or feeling overwhelmed and overloaded because we've said yes too many times. Whatever it is, just to take a break, especially a screen break. Do your face yoga, stretch out your face, stretch, do your yoga, do your breathing. Also, making sure in advance that your accessibility needs are met. So there's a number of different adaptations that can be done during exams, even when it's online, to allow you more time or more support. So make sure you do ask for that, because often sometimes you need to ask for that. It's also asking for the space to revise, just to focus. I know I just literally have to solar focus on things because I get really distracted and I've already got a lot else on. So then I can't get into chit chats and bits and bats, whilst I've got exams and high focused work. So really start to learn about yourself and your own needs, and sleep the night before. I think I managed better today because I'd slept better. So trying to get that good sleep, good food the night before at least, even though it's really hard. But I'd say the biggest thing is take those breaks when you can, before and after. Deep breaths, and knowing it's not the end of the world. To us at the moment, it always feels like it when you've been working towards something, but it's not. And you can allow yourself this time to focus on tasks. I know even can't be bothered to put on makeup when I've got exams and stuff. It's just but that's all right. It's a nice shower and just to focus on this. It's also so I can do my face yoga and stretch out my face. And work out what works for you. So it might be worth you trialing a mock exam. Luckily, I'm a bit older now, so I've done a lot of exams with all my degrees. And so I've got to learn to know myself and what I need, and time out, time away from people. I know that really stressed me out today with the proctor because they had loads of background noise. And I was like, oh, what's that? And I couldn't hear her, and it was all, Oh, so the proctor is basically the person talking to you who's watching you do the exam to check you're not cheating and whatnot. So yeah, it's a really good way to try and learn what you need and assert your needs. That's the biggest and foremost. Most of all, good luck, but it's really not the end of the world, whatever the results. And just keep on, take those deep breaths. And even if you find that, I do so much digital work and I still go wrong and get stressed and don't understand what's happening. So just allow yourself that patience, because I've been on so many courses with like huge international companies who work online, whose whole purpose is online, and their systems have crashed before, their systems haven't worked, they've been all over. So we all get it, and all we can take control of is our own mind and body, and trying to stay as grounded. It doesn't mean that we don't need to cry sometimes, or we don't go but then we can bring it back. And that's what I always say, it's like bringing it back, isn't it, rather than just letting it spiral out of control and ruin everything. Anyway, I'd love to know how you're getting on. Send you so much peace, love and shimmies. Break over.